One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense will have the football first. And it's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports. And when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him. But, David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Line gets set, first down. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Get it out on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to...
Makes the catch down the right side. Open spaces. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They'll immediately call timeout. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And how nice is it then to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line, driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Turning on the jet. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. Makes the catch. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country. Wide open spaces. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Going to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. Looking for room. It's Barnes. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, TCU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the red zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but This is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Makes the grab on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. At the 35, he's loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
And the Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Retzlaff. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw it last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on second down. Anticipating the pass. Play.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bailey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. Looking to scramble. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about.
Pass interference.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Bunch formation for these receivers. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's got it. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. Ready to fire from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
There he goes! A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out fast. Hits the seam wide open. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Battle. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last. Now he'll throw back into the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Horned Frogs will hunt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner will be knocked down. Looking to pass. It's Retzlaff. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hagan. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, The defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The quick out. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Horned Frog!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Caught in the backfield, it's Roberts. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give on the inside. All but he has enough to move the chains.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Run those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To throw, it's Retzlaff. Touchdown, BYU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Looking to throw. Quickly complete. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by 3. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. He throws one to the left. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down coming up, and they're doing everything they can to help out this unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, BYU! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Throws to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays.
Picked off. What a way to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Retzlaff. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Firing to the right, complete. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do can...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Handoff from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. They'll run the screen. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wideout. Finding open areas. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That 3-yard pickup gets it out to the 28. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. It's Retzlaff. Throws for the tight end. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's McAllister. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a gap. It's Bauer. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Palmer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
It is deafening in here. So stop on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Guys, this is the kind of finish we hope for. Tie game. Offense with a chance to grab the lead in the waning moments. Ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
35, BYU, 28.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. Win those one play at a